Hi everyone, this is Antiklaus with the next boss fight. This is a really messy one. I'm glad I'm done with it. It's one of the most obnoxious bosses I've fought so far. But the Great Centipede is not really to be avoided. You gotta go through it. It's a main boss. No options whatsoever. This thing being a centipede, you can actually fight and hurt separate segments of him. Starting from his backside, you can cut them off and they will start to wander off sometimes, or just sit there. Just make sure to finish them, kill them, and don't leave them lying there. They will continue emitting their poisonous cloud. You can tell that antidotes are the most precious thing in this fight. But getting to this point, you probably know how it works, using the air filters to get through the poison gas, and that you have to rely on antidotes. Most certainly you figure that out at this point already. Otherwise, my best bet is to really fight him up here. This means that you don't have a lot of room to maneuver, but so does he. It's helpful, if you ask me. Try to dodge him around this central pillar. This will essentially work as your shield against his attacks. Try to clean out the real pools that he creates, because you run out of room very quickly up here. Maybe you manage to not be thrown off. It's really bad news. There's quite a few ways up to the platforms again. There's 2 ramps, another ladder, and this, I just find that area particularly easy to fight on. This is the closest to the windmill to clear out the air, so I'm trying to stick around this. Not the worst idea ever. There he comes again. Now, if I would have taken another step forward, he would have come the other way, and I would not be stuck between his head and his rear end. Once he's on the floor, try to take him out. His head is the most vulnerable part, if you can get to it without taking too much damage. Use your living weapon in a more decent fashion than I did, and get his stamina down. This way he will drop over and you will be able to wail on his face, do some major damage. I think fire damage is a good bet. Of course he's resistant to poison, that's not a big surprise. If he's wandering off and you got a bit time to breathe, make sure you can really breathe, getting rid of the last poisonous segments, and maybe even use the air filter system if need be, if you got the time. It's a tedious fight, but if you manage to pay more attention than I do, you should be able to avoid falling off and being poisoned too much, so that doesn't chip away on your consumable health items or your consumables to cause more damage, like fire bombs and some such. You can throw fire bombs at him, you can shoot him. I'm trying that later and I'm failing utterly. As you can tell, it's one of the most annoying bosses I had to fight. But, well, I managed, and I hope that maybe this video will help you get a little bit more damage in on time. Maybe you have a better weapon at that point, or you're just better in playing. Trying not to lock on will probably help you find your way if you deal with the camera yourself. You may have seen earlier that he's able to shoot stun bolts at you with a small area of effect. Having this pillar in between him will help you evade those, just like his pouncing attacks at you. His head actually does not have that much health. It's just that his backside is more or less separate. Those segments take a lot of beating, contribute to his damage, but you don't do as much as you may have if you were able to wail at his face. If you want to preserve your ki in a better fashion, maybe try fading him in low or mid stance if you prefer that. I just love the extra bonus on the high stance, even if that means that I cannot fight him for a prolonged time. We're nearly there. I just hope you took away a few hints from my video to have a better time with him and don't struggle as much as I did. And there you go. Hope you have a better time. See you around. Bye.